So my top exam tip is to make sure that you finish all of the revision activities that you start. So you've got your revision guide, go ahead and do all of the exam questions in there. Don't leave any blanks, don't leave any stone unturned. Get the BBC Bite-Size playlist and do all of the activities in there. Get a YouTube playlist and watch all of those videos. Just be thorough when you revise.
My top exam tip is to try and remember things in interesting ways, and a chronology with pads and things I thought was quite interesting.
My top exam tip for today would be to revise your subjects in 20-minute chunks. So plan what you're going to revise, maybe have a calendar up on your wall, have each subject in each day and work out how much time you're going to spend on that subject. So 20-minute slots, plan what you're going to revise, make sure it's themed, okay, then go and have your cup of tea, chocolate biscuit, then come back after that. Certainly chunking it helps, don't overdo it, don't push too much information into your heads or too much because you will forget it. And I would say my biggest, I suppose, exam tip for me, for geography especially, is my maps and colour. So do it in colours and themes.
Okay, my top tip for exams and revision is to make sure you take plenty of breaks. Large chunks of revision at one time means you forget much of it. Short, sweet and often.
Okay, what I've got for you is you can write out questions on cue cards on one side and the answer on the other. And then once you've made a few, it's good to get together with someone else to revise. And one way you can do it when you get together with someone else is use a bit of competition and a bit of a game. So one way, you can take a snakes and ladders board and you can play with your friend, and if your counter lands on the ladder, what you can do is pull out one of your questions, test your friend, and then the friend only goes up the ladder if they get the question right. If they don't get the question right, they have to carry on in the normal way. Similarly, if you land on a snake, you get the question. If you get the question wrong, you have to go down the snake, but if you get the question right, you can just carry on the normal way, and that sort of competitive nature enables you to really think about the question and be more determined to get the question right.
My exam tip would be to understand how your brain works. Whether you're a person that has to make diagrams, lists, notes, brainstorms, anything else, know how your brain works and then use that to effect for all of the subjects you need to actually focus on. And pick up the key elements, not everything, because it's too much to do everything. Thank you.
So my top tip is probably to read the question thoroughly. Read it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times if you need to, but make sure you have read the question and understood what it's asking you.
Hi, my exam tip is to always read the question at least twice, preferably 3 times, and always underline the key words. So if it says describe something, underline the word describe, so you don't go off on a tangent and do completely the wrong thing. Good luck with your exams.
Okay, my top exam tip is that you should look at the marks available and decide then what your time allocation for each part of the exam is. The only exception to that is the 40 marker. You've got the 5 elements, and as Lewis knows, the synopticity that you have to bring in from each different area means that you really have to plan it. So with that one, use the 15 minutes to plan before you go into the hour write-up.
Remember to show your full methods of working out in your calculations and check that your units are included as well.
In the GCSE maths exam, read how many marks are awarded for each question. That's approximately how many minutes and how many lines of working you should show.
Time changes everything. You need to keep a watch on the time, all the time. You should know how long you should spend on each section, how long you should spend on different questions, and make sure that you don't run out of time during the exam.